So here's how this is going to work. We're going to play this in 3 periods. Yes, this is. We're going to call this game. Hold on, I know that it's a live NHL meets Hollywood trivia game show modeled lovingly and copyright skirtingly off a certain NPR program that has nothing to do with what we're doing here. Don't tell Peter Sagal or Bill Curtis. I'm Tony Hightower. You've met the panel. This is great. I'm really looking forward to this. We're going to play, each section of this is going to be slightly different, but all the points are going to count in 3 pairs towards your final score. Points matter. If we've learned anything, just get a tie and get to overtime, if nothing else. All right, so let's get started. The first period, we're going to play a game called Who's Brad? Here's how it's going to work. Brad Rutter over there is going to read a description of a person familiar to both hockey and Hollywood, and you have to figure out who Brad is. If you can't answer it properly, one of the other pairs of panelists can steal. We'll pitch this to each of you individually. If you guys can't get it, then the audience, you guys can steal. We're going to keep points for all of you. So there's a chance you guys could win the pony that we're going to give away at the end of this.
How does audience participation work in all this?
Well, once you guys don't know, good question, Eric. Thank you. Pleasure to meet you, by the way.
If they have a Kings jersey or NHL jersey, they're on our team.
That's right.
Yeah,
we
you guys
get
are.
them.
Yeah, NHL,
I like
yeah.
this, Lucky.
Team NHL, team Hollywood, and then Team Hybrid.
Sorry,
Val.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Well, if is there anybody fan of Fuller House or Fuller? Then they on our team, right?
There you go. There you go.
Then you're on our team.
Yeah. And
right.
you like hockey.
So just for that, you guys, Team Hockey, Team Hall of Fame. The first one will go to you. I give you Brad Rutter. The description. Read your Who is Brad Rutter right now?
All right. Thanks, Tony. I am one of the stars of the hockey movie Youngblood, alongside Rob Lowe and Keanu Reeves. But you might know me better as people's sexiest man alive in 1991. I was originally born in Houston, but I was convincing on skates, having figure skated as a child, in Texas in the late 1950s, no less. I got more.
We got it.
Wait till he finishes. You might need to wait till he finishes.
Don't we win if we go faster?
No.
We got to say who is?
Who is Russell Crowe?
It would help on my account anyway. I was a dancer, but soon became a famous leading man.
Wait a minute, were we wrong?
Let him finish.
Let me finish. Let me finish. You'll find out. I was a dancer, but soon became a famous leading man, playing in various movies: a surfer, a ghost, a bouncer, a motivational speaker with a dark secret, a particularly convincing drag queen, and most famously, a dirty dance instructor in the Catskills in the 1960s.
Patrick Swayze?
I passed away in 2009 before my time, but
Thank
I'm
you for
beloved for
thank you for
keeping
fully
baby out of the
reading
corner.
the question.
Who am I?
Fully reading the question.
Patrick Swayze's death was not the only thing before its time.
Yeah, that's true. Yes. What's
Who is Patrick Swayze?
Who is Patrick Swayze? That is
Very
correct.
good.
Congratulations. We have a right answer off the top. You're off the schneid. All right. We can break the shutout. So yes, he was a surfer in Point Break. He was a ghost in Ghost. Yeah. He was a drag queen in To Wong Fu. Thanks for nothing, Julie Newmar. All right. Let's go to the next team. Here you goes. Amells. Who's Brad this time?
My films all feature hockey in some form, whether it's people playing street hockey on a rooftop, or someone playing an NHL video game, or Ben Affleck playing hockey in a high school flashback, or 3 demon teenagers with hockey sticks supporting an evil Alan Rickman. In the View Askew universe, I'm best known as Silent Bob, and I'm a lifetime New Jersey Devils fan, one of the 16. Although in my public appearances, I often wear hockey jerseys from every team,
You can stop.
many...
You can stop. We're good. We're good. Kevin Smith.
That's correct.
Indeed.
I thought this was supposed to be
For the record, we had no clue over here.
We've specially calibrated all the questions for every
We
team.
absolutely did. It's all right. You don't have to know theirs. You just have to know yours. You're going to be fine.
enlisting crowd participation right now.
You can get all the help that you can solicit. All right, Brad, here you go. Candace, Valerie?
I share my name with a legendary jazz musician, but if you believe my public persona, my musical tastes run more toward bagpipes and Canadian folk music. I played exactly 1 game in the NHL, but I coached 250 NHL games for 2 different teams. After I got fired by the Colorado Rockies, I moved behind the mic and became one of hockey's best-known commentators. These days, I'm known as much for my garish suits and my outspoken political views as for my deep well of hockey knowledge. My nickname and my actual name are two different fruits. Who am I?
Don Cherry.
That wasn't that hard.
See, the worst. There you go. See, I hate this phrase so much, but that wasn't so bad, was it?
I was sweating.
Well, there we go. Okay, well, everybody's got a point off the first round, so that's it. There we go. Good on yous. Congratulations. You have begun. All right. It's time for the second period. That's how these are going to work. The second period is called Bluff the Audience Member. All right, so we're going to need a volunteer from the audience to stand up. Your hand went up first. Hey, Brad, you want to, I guess?
Yeah, sure. I'll go out in the audience.
Awesome. So, yes. So, what's your name?
James.
James, you are a fan of?
The Ducks.
The Ducks.
Oh, tough crowd.
Jeez.
Hey. I don't have respect. All right.
Congratulations on all your team success.
Yes.
First California ring. Okay.
Of many.
But we're still number one. Gordon Bombay. Only thing I got to say.
So, Candace and... each of the three stars are going to read, three of the 6 stars are going to read the plot to a movie. And the only catch is that one of these movie plots is real and the other two are fake. Okay. And you have to decide which one is the real one. If you can figure that out, you win Brad's voice on your outgoing voicemail and maybe a high five from the Hall of Famer of your choice. Okay? So who wants to start? Luke, you want to start?
All right.
All right.
I'll say the Goofy line. All right. Goofy plays all the different players, and everyone in the stands in the hilarious animated short Hockey Hijinks, a 1945 Disney film that was supposed to teach non-fans about the NHL. Come on, Eric, you got the rest.
That's the first one. Number 2 is the narrator explains the rules of the game and the finer points of good sportsmanship, while the two teams, the Anteaters and the Loose Leafs, will get into various kinds of trouble on the ice. Icebox Bertino and the Fearless Ferguson get a steady stream of fighting majors, while other players like Koopy Nichols, Moose Williams, Bomber Nordberg, and Iron Pants Dunham are constantly out of position. The referee can barely stay on the skates, and the Zamboni machine, who's really just Goofy with a shovel, picks up a lot of trash, as well as a particularly nasty cat. And the third one, Luke.
Oh, now I get it. It's like three different
There's 3 paragraphs. This is all the
Luke's
same.
back, baby. Luke's back.
I got it. The game descends into bedlam, with both teams scoring over 300 goals. And at the end, all the different Goofies. Why do I have to do all the Goofy stuff? For no reason at all, relax with a post-game hamburger.
All right, that's the plot of Hockey Hijinks. Keep that in mind. We've got 2 more. Mr. Amell, would you like to go?
Yeah. It's the distant future. The long winter has begun. Monsters roam the earth. Huge tusked mammoths and bear-like creatures. The sky is in darkness for weeks at a time. It's a cold and unforgiving existence. But a small village of foragers have somehow managed to build a society in the darkness. In The Last Storm, the 2002 film from acclaimed director Lasse Hallström, in the film, the villagers spend their entire existence deriving every bit of joy they can from their surroundings. They make magnificent feasts out of the animals they manage to hunt down, and musical instruments out of their hides and bones. When the sun finally returns after its long time away, they have an annual hockey tournament which pits brother against brother, neighbor against neighbor. The struggle never stops, but the small moments of joy are what keep them going.
If you haven't seen it, it's really good. At least until a group of nomads comes upon the village and tries to fit in with them. Tensions grow as resources run thin and eventually settle on having a hockey match to decide whether the intruders can stay or leave. The hockey sequences are thrillingly shot against the backdrop of the Northern Lights, and even with death always close at hand, it's clear why The Last Storm was Sweden's entry at the Academy Awards that year. This film is also notable for being the film debut of Michael Nyqvist, who went on to star in Stieg Larsson's Millennium film trilogy and, of course, Mission Impossible.
What was your name again?
James.
The Last Storm is a stunning film.
It really
Very
is.
good.
If it's real. The Last Storm, hockey hijinks.
Does sound pretty epic, though.
I know, it doesn't. I would watch that. All right, Candace.
Okay.
Your third film comes from Candace Cameron.
After the success of movies like Animal House, producers were eager to capitalize on the popularity of John Belushi. So in 1982, he was cast in Icing, a film about a schlub who accidentally gets drafted by the Chicago Blackhawks. In the film, Belushi plays Earl Keister, a baker whose name is very close to that of a college hockey star, Earl Keese, who's also the heir to a shipping empire. It sounds like my next Hallmark movie. When the Blackhawks call out the wrong name at the draft, the poor, overweight Keister becomes the newest Chicago sports star. He clearly can't keep up with the rigors of the NHL. He can barely skate, but he's really good at body checking, and the crowds are soon chanting his name, Keister, Keister, Keister. The bakery Earl worked at is in danger of closing, as they can't find a baker good enough to replace him, and his new stardom puts a strain on his relationship with Clara, played by a young Sigourney Weaver. Meanwhile, the actual hockey star, the other Earl, decides he doesn't really want to play hockey and eventually buys the bakery, saving everyone's job. The Blackhawks go another 27 years before winning the Stanley Cup, but hey, Earl gets the girl.
Woohoo! See, happy ending eventually. All right. So, James, your job is to decide whether Hockey Hijinks, the Goofy movie, the dark Swedish movie, or the John Belushi film Icing. Which one of those is the real one?
The Last Storm is what you were looking
You think?
Okay.
You guys can help him out if you want.
I'm going to say I'm going with the Goofy movie is the real movie.
The Goofy one?
Yeah.
Hockey Hijinks, teaching non-fans, hamburgers, everything else. You are correct. That is right. Well done.
Nice job, James.
What tipped you off?
I remember that movie.
Yeah, there you go.
And the other two.
Actually, the only thing
I saw that movie in the theater, and it was tremendous. And
It really is.
that's how I knew that the second two teams were useless in this.
I just like Iron Pants Dunham as a player. So, nicknames go away. Anyway, congratulations, James. Thank you very much. Well done. Well done on you.
By the way, huge fan of all your guys' work.
Right on.
Big nerd, so I freaked out when you guys came out. So.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay, well, that's the second period. The third period, we're actually going to get into a bit of actual trivia, if everything's all right. Hold on.
So who gets the point there?
I believe the audience member
The
gets
audience
a point,
gets a point.
and
No, we
also,
do.
and you guys get a point,
Because of
and
our
the audience
delivery.
member gets a point because
Our
that's how that works.
delivery is what made it
Yeah.
like
It's the
possible.
French,
Yeah,
the French
it's
accent. The French accent
Yeah,
really.
Quebecois makes everything sound so credible.
Oh,
it makes
ben
everything
oui,
it just
ben
makes
oui.
so much sense.
Actually, we thought it was 3 movies what we described. We're starting
No,
with
it's like- All right. So this is the third period. We're just flying through this. This is great. But this is the third, let's call them periods of this quiz. Here's where it's going to get a little real. I'm going to again ask each one of you a actual trivia question. It's going to be mostly about Hollywood. The theme of these questions, the answer to each of these questions will contain the name of an NHL team. All right, there's your big hint. And that's a fairly big hint, okay? So if you are familiar with all the teams, and you all are, you should be fine. So we'll start at this side. Candace Val, here we go. For your question. And if you guys don't know, then you guys can steal. And if you guys don't steal, then you guys can steal. And everybody's got points at this point. Here we go. For you, Reese Witherspoon and Laura Dern both received Oscar nominations for their roles in what 2014 film about a California hike? The answer contains the name of an NHL team. Reese Witherspoon and Laura Dern both received Oscar nominations for their roles in what 2014 film about a California hike?
Wild. We got it.
Wild! Wild!
We got to go to the judges on
Wild.
that.
Now I get it.
There
Okay,
you go.
Wild.
See, that's how it works.
Minnesota Wild.
Yes, Wild is correct. That is great. Sure, there you go.
Damn it.
We'll give,
Oh, we had to steal first.
yeah, I was going to throw it to you
You're
guys.
welcome.
See, this is why they're Hall of Famers, is the competitive spirit.
We
competitive
pass a lot.
They pass a lot. They steal.
D, remember the rules?
Good. Yeah, that's all right. It's all right. We got more. We got more. It's going to be fine.
Steal ours.
All right.
Check.
I'm Amell's. Team Amell. What overweight, slightly dim pink creature, careful, is the best friend of SpongeBob SquarePants?
Oh, no.
Hang on. Everybody be cool. Be cool,
Hang on.
everybody. Be
Hang
cool.
on. Yeah, I don't know.
It's a star. It's something to do
We're
with
going to need a first name for this one.
Patrick Starfish.
Patrick Star. Well, I'll give it to you. Patrick Star is fine.
All right, great, super.
Congratulations. There you go. Good on you. SpongeBob started in 1999, which means SpongeBob SquarePants is 18 years old this year. I'm not here to make friends. So, okay. Team Hall of Famers, Messrs.
steal.
Lindros und Robitaille. Speaking of cartoon characters, the Acme Corporation's greatest customer is what hapless desert character who has a business card calling himself a super genius? I'm going to repeat
Don't
that.
say anything.
Come on, Luke, you know this one.
Speaking of cartoon characters, the Acme Corporation's greatest customer is what hapless desert character who has business cards calling himself super genius?
Coyote? Wild Coyote.
You guys are allowed to help each other.
Wile E. Coyote.
You're retired. You can play on the same team now. You are on the same team. This is how this
got
works.
it. We can need a blackboard. We can spell it.
you
We
got
got a hard time
Wile-
saying it down there.
Spell it.
Wile E. Coyote is correct. Well done, you guys. There you
Thank
go.
you.
All right. Back to you guys. Let's just do this cycle through. We got one more question like this, and then we're going to go to the lightning, the last minute of play round. What rum and fruit-based cocktail is famously served in plastic glasses on the streets of New Orleans?
Don't say anything.
Careful.
Hurricane.
It is a hurricane. That is correct. Well done. Also known as a hangover in a plastic glass. It is all sugar. Oh my God. There's always a first time. One of those is good. Having one is good. Having like 5 is bad. A mouse. What American superhero rode a horse named Silver?
Are these questions on a curve?
What American superhero? I know you're Canadian.
Superhero might be a bit misleading.
Well, what American crime
Hero,
fighter?
yeah.
Crime fighter. Professional crime
There-
fighter.
Oh, it's the Lone Ranger.
There you go.
Hey, there you go.
There you
See,
go.
you were thinking like Superman, right?
No, I
Yeah.
was just doing the math in my head of
All
teams.
right.
That's the one way to get to it. All right, you guys. Suddenly you have a reputation of excellence here, so you've got a lot to live up to. What 2-word phrase can mean either a species of hornet or the soldiers who fought for the North in the American Civil War? I know, right?
Repeat that again.
I'll repeat that for the first time. What
Columbus
2-word
Blue-
phrase?
Columbus Blue Jackets.
The Blue Jackets. In fact, I believe that's why they chose the name, because it was either a hornet or the rebel.
What a partner.
The people, yes. Right on, see? Teamwork. All right. You know what? I think that's good. We're going to go to the final minute of play now, because I think we're up at the
Last
time.
minute of play.
Last
in
minute
the
of play.
third period.
Welcome to this. Final minute of play. Each of you. Here's what this is going to work. This is going to work. It's the same thing except a little quicker. Each team will get 60 seconds to answer as many questions about hockey and or Hollywood as you can, all right? Work together. If you're stuck, feel free to pass. This is for everything. Okay? We'll start with the Team Amell in the middle. You ready? We have 60 seconds. Hold on. I'm going to start the clock. So you guys, you ready? Here we go.
Yep.
Adam Sandler plays a hockey star who turns to golf and fights Bob
Happy
Barker.
Gilmore.
What NHL team has won the most Stanley Cups?
Canadians.
Yep. What Oscar-winning actor starred in the movie Slapshot?
Oscar-winning actor?
Oscar-winning actor. Paul Newman. What?
Yep.
The Calgary Flames and the current Winnipeg Jets were both originally based in what U.S. city?
Atlanta.
Atlanta's right. You guys can shout it out if you want. Cameron Fry wears a Red Wings jersey for all of what 1986?
Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Keep going.
What poutine has 3 ingredients: gravy, cheese curds, and
Fries.
That's right. What award is given to the NHL's top head coach?
Jack Adams.
There you go. What star of the Mighty Ducks is Charlie Sheen's brother?
Emilio Estevez.
What expansion team is set to enter the NHL next season?
Las
Las
Vegas.
Vegas Knights.
And what 5-word question did Al Michaels ask when the USA defeated the USSR?
Do you believe in miracles?
There you go. Well
Did you run out of questions?
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Great game,
It's
guys.
terrible that you ran out of questions.
It's great being here.
Yeah, no, that was 60 seconds. That was it. You guys, I think got 9. I think
I have 9 as well.
Why did they get 10 minutes?
Candace and Val, here we go.
Man.
60 seconds, same deal. All right, we start now. What was the nickname of Hall of Famer Maurice Richard?
Rocket Richard.
Indeed. Reykjavik is the capital of what country? Also the enemy team in Mighty
Sweden.
Ducks 2.
Iceland.
Iceland, sure. The Conn Smythe
Yes.
Trophy is named for the founder of what team?
Toronto Maple Leafs.
There we go. Gordie Howe had 2 sons that made the NHL. Name either one.
Mark.
Mark and Marty. Mark's in the Hall of Fame. Fill in the U.S. state name. Russell Crowe and Burt Reynolds starred in the hockey movie Mystery
Alaska.
Alaska. Penalty shots all start from where on the ice?
Red line. Center.
Sure. What Belgian action star saved the Pittsburgh Penguins from blowing up in the movie Sudden Death?
Pass.
Pass.
Jean-Claude Van Damme is correct. No, it's fine. It's fine. What's the capital of Sweden?
Stockholm.
Stockholm. What Czech legend is the oldest active player in the
Jager.
NHL? There we go. And I think I counted 8. Did I count 8 or 9?
9.
9? 9 it is. Oh, wow. All right.
Luke's
So-
asking for the total scores.
Who's asking for the total scores? I
Yeah,
believe
Luke.
That was really good.
I believe that you guys need 7 to win. So finally, Eric, Luke,
Turn on that thing at
it's been a
1:30.
genuine
No
pleasure.
pressure.
I'm about to alienate you guys. Here we go. All right, start the clock now. At full strength, how many players for both teams are on the ice at any one time?
Come on.
12 is right. What the fictional brothers from the movie Slapshot share their last name with the brothers who had a hit with Mbop?
Henson brothers.
Henson. The New York Rangers play at MSG, which stands for?
Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, you know that. In the movie Wayne's World. Can I finish? In the movie Wayne's World, the donut shop they hang out at is named for what legend?
Stan McKee.
There you go. Represent. What's the only NHL trophy named for a woman?
Lady Bing.
There you go. Hall of Famer Cam Neely played Seabass in what Jim Carrey, Jeff Daniels comedy?
Dumb and Dumber.
Yes.
What 4
Which
letters?
is our name of our team.
What 4 letters were on the sweater of the Soviet Union hockey teams until the 90s?
CCCP.
Indeed. Moira Kelly and D.B. Sweeney starred in what 1992 film about a spoiled figure skater and a poor hockey player in love?
Cutting Edge.
The Cutting Edge. The clock is run
Great
out,
movie.
but I'm just
I cried.
yeah. The clock
It
is
was
run out, but
sweet.
I'm gonna finish these. I got 2 more questions. What country won both men's and women's gold in hockey at the 2014 Olympics in Sochi?
Canada.
Yeah, Canada. Yeah. It's just, that was for me.
on.
And what former LA Kings coach now rocks a mullet as ESPN's top hockey analyst?
Melrose.
There you
Very
go.
nice.
Well done. Woo!
What do we win?
I think you got. I think you got 8 before
all
we
about
ran out. So I
pride,
think you
dude.
guys are the winners. I believe we have a winner. There you
Yeah.
go. Congratulations, you guys. As Brad is. Yeah, there you go.
They cheated.
They didn't. Yeah, well.
Didn't sleep all night.